Hello? Yes? No. No. No.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's Monster Energy.
Oh.
Wanted you to do a job.
Okay.
Do a painting.
Yeah.
Yeah. About a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Yeah.
Love you. You gonna say it?
Oh, yeah.
I just wish you'd say
I
it.
love you too. Okay, bye. Hey everyone, my name's Scott Tarbox. I'm an artist working and living in Houston, Texas, and today we're doing a painting for Monster Energy. Back in February of this year, as I was finishing up for the Beaumont Mural Festival, I got an email from Monster asking if I'd be interested in doing a live painting event at some tattoo convention. So we discussed details. I need to do 2 3x5 foot paintings, finish them live, and then I can also sell any merchandise I want to at the event. So I agreed to do 2 of these, one in Houston and one in Dallas. The one in Houston I had already done before doing the one you're gonna see. It was a super cool event. Tons of awesome people came out, a bunch of amazing artists were there, and I painted a giant snake wrapping around a monster can with all this liquid flying around and everything. And then the next one is in Dallas. My mom lives in Waxahachie, so I agreed to do that one as well, and I just stayed with her in the meantime. Let's go ahead and jump into how I prepped the canvas and got it ready for the event. We got a picture right here. We're gonna put it on that canvas, yeah? Yeah, that one right here, isn't it? Now that the sketch is on, we can do the underpainting. I'm gonna use this color, and I'm gonna water it down a whole bunch, and then that way we're not looking at bright white the whole time we're painting. Easier on the eyes, and you can see values better. All right, now that sumbitch is ready. It's all painted. We're gonna let that dry. I gotta go buy a mixing bowl so I can mix all my paints, because I've been using my dishes, which is stupid. Just like when I do murals, with paintings, I also work back to front, and I'm using aerosol here to get a nice glow effect behind the astronaut character. The contract I signed with Monster only insisted that I be there one day and finish the painting in person, so what I thought was best was to pre-work the painting quite a bit so that when I'm ahead of schedule, I can leave when I think is best. The Houston event was very, very busy at my merch table, so I came both days, but Dallas was a bit slower, so I came back home after the first day. When doing these live paint events where I have to finish within a certain time constraint, I found that it's best to alter my typical style of how I paint with acrylic. With spray paint, I could do anything I normally do pretty quickly, but my regular style with acrylics, where I blend all my values and use an airbrush to create glows, a painting this size would take me probably 4 full days of work, so I simplified it by pre-mixing all the colors I plan to use, 3 shades of each, and keeping everything self-shaded and easy to plan. Kind of like paint by numbers, but from my own design and without any lines on the canvas. It builds up values and then gets a clean, crisp outline at the end like you saw on the snake. So this is as much as I'm going to be doing before I leave. I just did the darkest tone for each area, and then that leaves the mid-tones and the light tones to do live when I'm at the event. So time to throw everything in the car and go to Dallas. We're gonna go. So weird thing, I was packing all my stuff and uploading data from my camera onto my computer, and then the power went out. A storm had happened about 3 hours before that. Can't really leave my dogs here on a summer day in August, but I have to be in Dallas tomorrow at 11 a.m. So kind of just playing it by ear to see what happens. Oh. Wow, look at that. Right when I started, this is the only time I filmed too. The power's back on. Let's go.
And that is Dallas.
As I said before, I've divided each color into 3 shades, and all of the darkest shades are already on the canvas. I'm taking each color one at a time, doing the midtones, then the lights. Since we aren't blending and we are using outlines at the end, the back to front rule I usually follow doesn't matter quite as much for this part of the process. I'm starting with blue here, and then moving on to purple, which is the main skull part. Gray was the last of 4 colors in my process, and now that I'm working on it, the piece has much more form, and it's just about getting ready for the fun part in this style. You guessed it, it's the outline. Thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider feeding the algorithm demon a like, subscribing, leaving a comment. If you'd like to support me on Patreon or buy some merch, there are links to both those things down below. And if you'd like to see my first video ever where I painted a 50-foot dragon, just spray paint, and I was barely learning how to edit videos, you can click this video. That should be right here. Is it right there? Yeah, it should be. Bye.